McCarthy, and welcome to a new episode of Fit, Formidable, and Fantastic. That's right. Go F yourself. And happy Friday, guys. Um, before anyone thinks this is an infomercial video, of course, based on or infomercial type video based on the title, it really isn't. I'm not trying to sell you some kind of a bullshit product or anything like that. I'm actually doing this because there is a supplement that has actually helped me over the years, which I have recommended to friends of mine and who have also experienced its benefits. Furthermore, there's actually research to support these benefits, so it's not just my imagination. Now, many brands, including generic and bulk manufacturers, have actually released this product, so you could be able to find it quite easily pretty much anywhere online, probably no matter where you live, too, in the world. The supplement is Cissus Quadrangularis. It's kind of got a funny name there, Cissus Quadrangularis, and I do hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. That's how I've been pronouncing it for years. But I'm sure a lot of you are like, what the fuck is that? Even some hardcore fitness fanatics have not heard of Cissus. It's a species of woody vines, which is part of the grape family. I actually discovered it in an article in Flex magazine, of all places, back in 2009. And one of the benefits it was being touted for was its ability to repair soft and hard tissue. Now, as both a lifter and a fighter, karate, for those of you who are curious, I have suffered through ubiquitous pops and clicks and recurring pinches of soreness in my elbows and shoulders pretty much for as long as I can remember. And especially from fighting, actually, I've suffered various kinds of injuries and even breaks. And I figured I'd give Cissus a test run years ago. I thought I'd give it a test run just to see how I'd go on it. And long story short, I've been using it ever since. Within 3 days, and yes, 3 days, believe it or not, the incessant pops and clicks in my left arm that like I said, I had been experiencing for years were completely gone. Now, it was something that I had originally resigned myself to be living with. I figured it was just something that I was always going to have. But Cissus took it right away. Furthermore, there have been times where I've actually run out of supply of my Cissus in my cupboard, and I was waiting for more to come in. And within just a couple of days of going without my daily dose of Cissus, the pops and clicks and aches from lifting slowly and progressively began to return. But then when I jumped back into taking Cissus use upon restocking my home supply, once again the issues were gone within just a few days. And this has happened enough over the course of 6 years, actually, now that I think about 6 total years, 2009-ish, to know that it wasn't my imagination. Because, you know, my stock came and went now and then, and there were times where I didn't have Cissus and had it again, and didn't have it and had it again, and consistently those issues came and went each time I went back on Cissus or was off Cissus for a period of time. So I know that it wasn't my imagination, basically, is what I'm trying to point out here. Now, beyond this personal anecdote, I've actually recommended it to friends as well, both online friends and people in person that I know, including my fellow fighters. And never have I once had someone who I recommended a supplement to not benefit from using it in some way, shape, or form. And usually they all get benefit also within the first week of dosing. Actually, a couple of my friends, I think, actually also got it felt the benefit within 3 days. One guy had an ankle problem, as I recall, from full contact fighting. Anyway, back to it. Now, I personally use a bulk powder version as sold by True Nutrition, which I've actually linked below in the description, with a coupon code that you can use. Now, that is vegan, for those of you like me who are vegan, as it contains no gelatin capsules, just the ground up powder. And furthermore, it is a quality 20-to-1 extract. That's something I want to note. You want to look for a good extract of this product for the best potency. And now, for the one that I use, the True Nutrition product, I dose 1/4 of a teaspoon each night before I go to bed. That's all I take, 1/4 of a teaspoon. Now, people are probably wondering, this is a raw, ground up, herbal powder. So what does it taste like? Well, taste-wise, I actually compare it to that cheap Nestea brand instant iced tea that I don't even know if you can still get anymore, but I used to drink it as a kid. It was sort of like that, like the cheap instant iced tea. In an unflavored capacity, no lemon kick or anything like that, just the tea flavor. So it's not really excitingly pleasant, but it's not offensive either. I drink it straight up. I don't chase it down with anything. So it's not offensive either. That's my personal take on it. Other people might think it tastes like total shit, but that's, for me, I don't mind it. It's not offensive. I've had much worse. And but there are a myriad of brands that actually sell the supplement, like I was saying before. So there are plenty of options and possibly different things that can meet your budget. And I've also linked a search result from Amazon in the description below that can take you to some options as well. Now, when it comes to Amazon, I want to note that vegans, some of you may not even think to do this if you're newer vegans, but bear in mind how the product is being offered. In other words, are they in gelatin capsules, etc.? You want to make sure you get a vegan product. And this is why I recommend the True Nutrition product for vegans like myself, because again, it's in a raw form. It's just the ground up herb. You just basically are taking the ground up herb directly. I just put it in some water. So there's no capsules or anything. It's just a ground up herb. Now, that all said, this is not a miracle supplement. But I have found that it works very, very well, and very quickly, actually, at least for me. Now, let's look beyond my personal anecdote and the stories of my friends that I've mentioned. Let's actually look at the research, because this actually is where it gets really compelling. In an 8-week study released in 2013 by the journal Physicians and Sports Medicine, on 29 trained healthy males between the ages of 20 and 46, Cissus was actually shown to reduce joint pain. In another study published in 2011 in the National Journal of Maxillofacial Surgery, I'm definitely pronouncing that wrong, I'm sure. Cissus caused reductions in pain, swelling, tenderness, and improved mobility versus a placebo. And yet another study from 2011 on 60 people ages 20 to 35, Cissus demonstrated the ability to heal jaw fractures. There was also a significant reduction in pain and swelling, and also increased mobility at the fracture site in that study as well. And the dose on that study was 600 milligrams of Cissus per day. Now, I'm going to go a step further and quote the study authors from that particular study. In quotes, "Our study proved that Cissus quadrangularis accelerates fracture healing and also causes early remodeling of fracture callus. Thus, it can be utilized for faster and enhanced fracture healing along with advanced surgical techniques of fracture management." So basically, if let's say you're suffering from some kind of a serious break or something, why not dose Cissus along with getting your break, and even if it's severe enough to use surgery or whatever, along with whatever treatments you're receiving for your break, why not take Cissus? So it's actually being shown to be able to heal fractures and bones as well. Now, even in early studies on animals from the 60s, there was a demonstrated promise of Cissus as a safe natural nutrient to assist in bone healing. Now, that's just a handful of studies right there, and there's always more research is needed to keep reaffirming and reaffirming, especially on supplements like this. And basically, what I already feel is an amazing supplement anyway for active people. And of course, there's a lot of research already that's basically showing the pain and the healing benefits of Cissus and how compelling that is. Anyway, furthermore, now the benefits don't appear to stop there. As a side note, research shows a dose of 300 milligrams daily improves plasma serotonin levels, and it brought about significant reductions in weight and blood glucose levels while also decreasing serum lipids and improving cardiovascular risk factors. This also demonstrates that Cissus is a strong candidate as a weight loss and cardiovascular health supplement. So it's kind of like an added perk on top of doing this, taking it for your joints. Now, for those of you who may not be aware, serotonin, which I had mentioned that study, Cissus had improved plasma serotonin levels. Serotonin is also important for the regulation of mood, appetite, and sleep, as well as it plays a role in memory and learning. So basically, an increase in serotonin would be beneficial on a number of levels. So again, I truly recommend my viewers give this supplement a try. And I'd also love to hear how any of you, how your experiences have been while taking it. Or perhaps some of you have already used Cissus and would like to share your experiences. And of course, if you'd like to do so, please drop it in the comments. Let me know anything that you, let me know your experiences. And if you have any questions or anything you want to add, of course, also drop those in the comments below. I really don't have anything else to say about the supplement. I just thought I would share this with everyone. I sort of had a light bulb moment this week. I had been out of Cissus for a while myself, and I got some back in supply here, and I began taking it again. But when I was off it, I noticed I was having some soreness again in my shoulder and my elbow. It just, like I said, it flared up again. But going back on the Cissus, it was like, boom, gone in just a couple of days, just on my quarter of a teaspoon dose a day. And it just clicked in my brain. I was like, well, this would probably be a good thing to do a video on, and to share my experiences and share the research on it. Anyway, that's all I have to say. I will see you guys on Monday for a regularly scheduled episode. Until then, stay fit, stay formidable, and stay fantastic. See you around.